Good morning, students. Today we are going to start one of the important episode of establishment of company rule in India about Anglo-Mysore wars. After the death of the Raja of Mysore of the Wadiyar dynasty in 1760, Hyder Ali became the ruler of Mysore. He extended his territory over many parts of the South India. At this time, Warren Hastings faced stiff resistance from the Marathas in the north and Hyder Ali in Mysore. Now we will read about First Anglo-Mysore War during the years 1767 to 69. Hyder Ali gained some success even against the British and almost captured Madras. In 1767, the Nizam, the Marathas and the English made a triple alliance against Hyder Ali of Mysore as they were jealous of his increasing power. But Hyder Ali beat the English at their own game by making peace with the Marathas and the Nizam. The British were shocked as they had to bear heavy losses. They had to sign a treaty of peace and mutual help with Hyder Ali in this first Anglo-Mysore war. Let us complete about Second Anglo-Mysore War 1780 to 84. In 1780, the English wanted to attack the French at Mahe, situated on the west coast of Mysore. Hyder Ali did not allow them. Therefore, the English declared war against Hyder Ali and his alliance with the Nizam and the Marathas. Hyder Ali captured Arcot by defeating the English army. Hyder Ali died, but his son Tipu Sultan continued to fight against the British. The battle concluded after the Treaty of Mangalore in 1784. Third Anglo-Mysore War 1789 to 92. Tipu Sultan had good relations with the French and invaded the nearby state of Travancore in 1789, which was a British enemy. The British were already looking for an excuse to crush Tipu Sultan's power. Hence, a war started between the two, resulting in the defeat of Mysore. The war ended after the siege of Srirangapatnam in 1792. Tipu Sultan was forced to sign the Treaty of Srirangapatnam. Mysore had to hand over half of its territory to the British along with Tipu's two sons as war hostages. Fourth Anglo-Mysore War 1799. In this war, Mysore was attacked from all four sides. The Nizam of Hyderabad and the Marathas launched an attack from the north and the British attacked from south, east and west. The Britishers won this decisive battle in 1799. Tipu was killed during the defense of the city. Now, Mysore territory was annexed by the British. Now we will read about Anglo-Maratha wars. The internal problems of the Marathas and the growing ambition of the English saw the conflict of interest between the British and the Marathas during the period between 1775 to 1818. First Anglo-Maratha War. During the year 1775 to 82, British wanted to sign an alliance with aspiring Peshwa Raghunath Roy against Madhav Rao II. The Maratha chieftain backed Madhav Rai. The British provided 2,500 men to Raghunath. He gave Salsette and Besain to the English along with a part of revenue from Bharuch and Surat district. The two sides signed the Treaty of Selbai 1782. It gave the British 20 years of peace with the Marathas. Now, Second Anglo-Maratha War. In 1804, there was a conflict among the Marathas over Peshwaship. Peshwa Bajirao II entered the subsidiary alliance with the British and got the British protection against Jaswant Rai Holkar. The British army drove Holkar out. Peshwa Bajirao signed a treaty with the British. It was opposed by Maratha chieftains, the Scindia and the Bhosle. This resulted in the Second Anglo-Maratha War in 1803. The Maratha chiefs failed to unify and were defeated by the well-equipped and disciplined British army. The Bhosles and Scindias were forced to sign treaties with the British and hand over large territories. Third Anglo-Maratha War 1817 to 1818. Peshwa Bajirao II did not like his subordinate position under the British. He tried to unite the Maratha chiefs against the British but failed. Between 1814 to 1826, the British had to fight many wars against Gorkhas in the north and the Burmese in the northeast. The British signed peace treaties with them. These were the important wars fought between English and the Marathas, and due to this the Maratha power weakened in India, and this was the end of the mighty Maratha power in the south parts of India. Now we will read about northern winds of English over the Sikh Empire. Anglo-Sikh Wars. First Anglo-Sikh War, it was fought between the year 1845 to 46. During this period, the Sikh power was growing in the northwest region of Punjab. The British made a peace treaty with Maharaja Ranjit Singh to check his growing power, but after his death in 1839, there was a lot of infighting amongst Sikhs. The Sikhs had built up a strong army against the British and Afghan aggressions. When the British attacked the united forces of Punjab, Hindu, Muslims and Sikhs faced the huge British army bravely, but Prime Minister Lal Singh and Commander Tej Singh turned traitor. The British army and the Punjab army was defeated in front of British army because they explained all the plans of Sikh army to the Britishers. So they were forced to sign the Treaty of Lahore. In this treaty, the British occupied Jalandhar Doab and handed Jammu and Kashmir to Raja Gulab Singh Dogra. This was the very important battle which was fought between the English and the Sikh war. After this war, the Sikh army had to suffer a lot in their territories. Now we will read about Second Anglo-Sikh War 1848 to 49. The British wanted a complete control of Punjab by ending the Sikh kingdom. The immediate cause of this war was the exile of Lal Singh on charges of conspiracy. This was not acceptable by the Britishers. Lord Dalhousie, the greatest administrator at that time, annexionist, attacked Punjab and made it a part of British India in 1849. This was the end of Sikh Empire in the north part of India. Now the whole empire, whole independent states were under the rule of Britishers. Now the British Empire has extended. With this, the British started consolidating their power by limiting the powers of the Indian princes, and this helped them to build them a strong army in India. This was the end of our chapter on the establishment of British rule in India, in which we learned about all the important topics, what were trading companies, what was the rule of East India Company, and what were the important wars fought in between the French and the English, the Carnatic Wars, and we also read about the conquest of Bengal, Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar, and we also read about the wars which were fought between the English and the Mysore kingdom, and the Anglo and Maratha wars, and the Anglo-Sikh wars. Empire was extended all over the country.